Alrighty, I want to help you out with this particular program. There is quite a bit going on, but it's not overly complicated. So let me go over a couple of things of what you're going to do with this code. This portion over here I'll explain in a little bit. This is some additional information that I've added to the code for you to look at. There are going to be no errors for that part, but the main program of this is going to be this component here. So you are basically providing a user with instructions. Either type in exit to quit or help for instructions. And let's say user types in OK. You notice that basically we have a error in a way that OK then is also highlighted in the red and says please type in the correct entry, and you can see that this information here then is provided over here again. So it is in a loop. And then if the user types in the word help, and let me do it this way here, so you notice that I'm typing in help incorrectly, but I'm still typing the word help. And let's see what happens here. So you notice that when that had happened, help, these are the instructions for help right there. And then once again, this information here gets presented once again over here. So again, that's basically part of the loop. And let's see what happens when the user types in exit, and I'll spell exit this way here. And the program exits, and then we have a final statement that prints out from there. Now, let me basically show you how the flowchart was created for this particular program. So basically we have our decision here. So first of all, we have while true. We're going to start out with that. And if you notice that basically what the instructions are doing, so this particular instructions in a way is kind of like our pseudocode. So I'm going to basically provide you the instructions in a flowchart. Now, obviously you'd be creating a flowchart before you write the program, because that's the whole idea, but I'm just showing you what the program is already doing here. So we want to now do a input handler. And the way we're going to identify input is generally the parallelogram, and we're going to basically say we're going to prompt the user, make this a little bit bigger here, so prompt user to either enter exit or help. So that is the input statement there. And then we're going to have basically a decision. And to do the decisions, we're going to once again utilize the triangle here and make this a little bit bigger. So basically, if user input is equal to, let's say, exit, right? And that means that we are going to do what? Make this a little bit smaller here. We're going to break out of the program. And then once we break out of the program, let's say that we are going then to print like you have exited the program. And then we pretty much end the program here. All right, so that's one pathway here. Now the other thing is, if our test condition here is not exit, then means that we are going to test to see if user input is equal to help. Right? So if it's equal to help, then what we're going to do is come up over here and we're going to basically print instructions for help. Right, print instructions for help. So we have this condition. If this occurs, then do this. Else, if this condition occurs, then do this. Else, then we'll just basically do what? If neither of those conditions work, then basically we're going to identify, print that this is a invalid entry that the user had. And then let me make this a little bit smaller to fit everything in. And then what we'll do is we'll start adding some lines here. So this connects up to here, this connects up to here, wrong way. This connects up to here, this will connect up to here, this connects to here, this will connect up to here. So that's there. And then this portion here, let me scoot this down a little bit. And this will connect up to there, and this will connect down to there. This will connect down to here. So here, if user enters input, and that is going to be yes. If they do, that's right, true, then it's going to do this. And this is going to be if, right? So we have another test condition here. And then what we'll do is connect this to here. If this is yes, then do this. And if this condition here is going to be else, do this. And then basically when this is done, this will connect up to here. Let's fix the flow chart a little bit here. Move that there. Move that out here. Oops, looks like I lost my print statement here. So print instructions, and this will basically come up to here. And then let me also quickly make this a little bit more pretty and align this right in the center. There we go. And one more thing we'll do to help you highlight some of this stuff here. Let's look at, let's see, which one do I want? This one, yeah, this one here. I'll take that to help you identify that all this stuff. We'll send that to the back. We'll change the color a little bit. All right. So basically this will be all part of the loop, and then basically when the system breaks out, right, this is where it breaks out of the loop on that part. So that's basically the flow chart. So in your instructions here, we also have the flowchart of what the system is going to do. All right, now let me go back to what the top part is and some other feature sets to kind of review and see what's going on with the system here. So scrolling up to the top, so you've basically seen all this before. So this is basically the different colors on that part. Now what I've done here is added a couple lines here. You notice I have this, which as you can see is a date, and this is basically pulling information from the hour over here. Now to do that, it's actually pretty cool. I am importing modules. Okay, so the module that I'm importing, that I'm utilizing for this portion here, is this date time module. And another thing that you might have noticed is basically when the program is exit out of here and I start, check this out. When I start the program, so I could type in actually python main.py, you notice that the program, all the stuff disappeared and everything went to the top over here. So we had another cool little feature set. So going back in terms of the date and time, and what I'm doing here with the date and time, I'm importing a module, and from here I am utilizing this syntax here, date.time now. So it's going to get the current time and date, which is being displayed right here, and then out of that, right, so I got the now, and this is basically getting the hour right there of the date and time. And then I have a statement over here of in terms of good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, which basically is this. And again, there's going to be no errors in this. This is all blocked out. The system is going to work the way it needs to. So clearly this prints out that statement, this prints out this statement. Then I have a series of if statements over here. If the hours between 6 and 12, I'll write good morning. Otherwise, if it's between 12 and 18, it will do good afternoon. Else, right, because we don't have to figure out any other more hours. Obviously, it's utilizing military time. It prints out good evening when it comes down to that. So that's how this portion of it works. Now, one more quick thing. I have this syntax right here, os.systemClear, clears the screen, and this is basically what does clear the screen. So when, let me show you this again, when I type in exit, right, and then we run Python again, the program. So you notice that typically when you run a piece of code, it starts displaying information below. But this time around, when we run the code, everything is going to clear out, and we are going to then display everything on the top over there. The errors that you're going to get, there's going to be a multitude of errors, some common errors that I've seen a lot of you do over the course of the programming. So you got to fix it. Do not add any additional lines. Do not subtract any additional lines. You need to fix the code the way it is. There's going to be syntax, grammatical syntax errors, indentation errors, spacing errors. So you got to fix that portion as well. Another thing to also highlight here, and you cannot utilize AI. I will know. Don't be surprised if I call you out on it, because I have other things in place that will identify if you end up utilizing AI to create the code for you. So that is pretty much it with this particular program. So go ahead and fix it. It should not take you that long. Again, these are some common mistakes and errors that most people make. And this one is basically worth a lot more than other points on that part. So keep that in mind and wrap that one up.